animations.
Nope, all the same, but
get
we're
us-
adding more
get us
emojis,
fixed
so
already.
recommend
More
them. I
people
know
think
Ed's
more.
face is going to be one.
Okay.
And then
Now
there's
it's better than
another
later.
2 spots, I think. So
Okay.
in the
$2
comments
million,
list.
that's enough.
But
Still,
you guys
don't
should be
have to live
live.
the rest of your life.
So go ahead and do the intro, and I'll be out of the way here. So,
You're not gonna be in this?
no, just another 4th seat. All right. So you guys are live.
Yeah, here we go. You want to kick us off, Chris?
I'm still waiting for us to come up here.
Oh,
Good
I think Mark had it.
morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Brick.
Gotta wait for
This
the
is
ad.
our live stream here on Wednesday mornings at 9:30, where we talk about leaks, rumors, Lego news, everything going on in the world, new sets that come out, new things going on here at the store at Atlanta Brick Co. And yeah, we'll get it started here, and we'll talk about what's new in the Lego world.
Okay, everybody's excited to see Ed, it sounds like. Good morning, Will Lamb. Hey, I'll answer your email one day. Henry the Horse is here. Bricklore. I love those Atlanta Brick Co. logo emojis that we're seeing on here.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
That
for
is
our,
for our members.
super subscribers. Good morning, Morgan and Madeline. Morgan, we got some stuff to ship off to you this morning. Let's see, Duder Bricks and Scott Robinson all here so far, and Brick Virus. All right, and Tom.
You guys got cool names.
Oh, Brick Mom Virginia's here.
Nice.
Good morning. I hope you got some good stuff from what? Not. Yeah, so, oh, and there's Joe's face. Madeline just posted Joe's face. So we've got another emoji coming out. It's Ed's face.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that'll be a
We
good
have
one.
the whole cast of characters.
Hopefully it'll be the one with your where you're wearing your sunglasses.
If you want to scare little kids, blow it up.
Or do you want the one with you on the surfboard where you're laying?
There's
on
one
your
of me with a
on your
surfboard?
I have one up. Yeah, I stole it off your Facebook page
I don't even know.
before you had a chance
Before I
to
had a
delete
chance to
it.
delete all it. Yeah.
And then
The
we've
internet
got
is forever, Ed.
YouTube is letting us do 2 more emojis that Mark hasn't made yet, but he can make anything. So let us know in the comments what you might want to see.
There you go.
And we'll do that. So yeah, Ed is an icon. He is. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So the comments will be filled with Ed's face. That's correct. Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Yeah.
okay.
For all of our
right.
wonderful members.
So a couple people did mention Whatnot. We had our first Whatnot auction last night.
We
and
did.
Does Mark know about his advent calendar builds?
No,
yet?
I don't. We
Okay.
haven't. I didn't remove them from
We
their
all
place
came
over
in
there,
kinda late
so we
today,
haven't gotten
and-
his reaction yet.
And Mark hasn't had a chance to find
Probably
out.
won't notice it missing.
But yeah, he's just got a whole collection of stuff here. But if you didn't attend our Whatnot auction last night, it was all Star Wars based, and people were asking for things that weren't in the lineup. So Mark's got a whole shelf full of the little Star Wars advent calendar builds. He's got about 50 of them there, so it must be three years worth.
Yeah.
And we just auctioned off the whole shelf, and I think Morgan got it, or
I
Robert.
was thinking maybe Robert. I'm not
Robert
sure.
might have gotten
We'll have
it.
to check it.
Yeah, and we're gonna ship those off
Just
today.
gonna scoop them all off that shelf into a
Mark will
box,
be
and then
like,
we'll see
we
what
need
happens
to do
when
it.
Mark comes in.
We'll film a reaction video, and we'll make sure Mark's sitting here working, and then you just come in and scoop them all off.
Yeah,
And I'll
while he's working.
I'll videotape it. I'll get my camcorder out
Uh-huh.
and videotape
I'll
it.
be the Lego repo man.
We
I'll
should
just
auction
come
off
in
one
and
of
take it
our
out from under him.
Legoland picture frame things.
Yeah, so our
that's
Whatnot
gonna be-
auction was very successful, I'd say.
Yeah, for our first one, I think it went great.
We sold everything. Of course, that was our intent to sell
Mm-hmm.
everything. So we started the prices pretty low, and it was fun. And Ed showed up for a minute, and Ed wants to do one in the future.
Yeah.
So maybe next week Ed will be doing
We could
it.
rotate some people
Yeah.
through as moderators.
I got
Sure.
some old socks I can put on there.
All right. Well,
Are they
uh,
Lego socks? If they're
No.
Lego socks, then yes.
They got holes in them.
I don't think Lego socks would be very comfortable.
So we're gonna do that every Tuesday at 6:15, and then probably another day of the week. So like
Yeah, we might
maybe
move into
Ed
a
was
second
thinking
time
he'd
slot.
like to spend every Friday night doing it.
I was thinking Friday night, then my girlfriend got
Yeah.
mad, but
Is that date night?
I asked Ed. I said, "Hey, what would be a good night of the week for you to do this?" And he said, "Oh, how about And I could tell he wasn't really thinking about it. He's like, oh, how about Fridays at 7?
As soon as I said that, she looks over like,
You got the death glare.
what? And then I look over, Wednesday?
I
That'd
said-
be back to back.
I said, Ed, so you want to spend every Friday night doing at work, doing a live stream.
And my eyes roll back over to her.
Good one, Ed. Good save.
All right, so not that it wouldn't be fun, because I thought it was a blast. I loved doing that. That was neat. So anyhow, keep an eye out. We're going to do more of those over on the Whatnot. Daniel, do you have any Lego news to start us out with this
I
morning?
got some interesting things from the world of Lego Masters. Celebrity Lego Masters, Holiday Bricktacular. This is something they're going to do in December, presumably, for a holiday special with Lego Masters, where they're going to have some celebrities involved, by the sounds of it. We don't know too much about it, but that's maybe part of the reason why they're pushing the show back to the fall, is so it can be closer to that. But not a lot of information out there yet, other than this title that's come out for this special Lego Masters event. So can't wait to see what that holds. Should be a lot more guest celebrities.
Yeah. I can't say anything about it. I think I know some things about it.
You know a little too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can make stuff up.
Oh, go ahead. Let's hear your.
Well, what did you say? Did you say colon?
Yeah,
the
Celebrity
word
Lego
colon.
Masters, not like your.
That's what I was thinking,
Colon.
like colon.
No. That's the sub. The
Not the
subtitle.
organ, the
Yes.
punctuation. Got it.
And-
You're a medical professional. I know.
And that
you
just
think
went
that
right
way.
there, sorry.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So actually,
Not Celebrity Lego Masters :
we've got some comments coming in, and they're mostly random Saturdays with Grant and Vogue and Grant and Vogue and film videos at Atlanta Brick Co.
Yeah.
So
get that out of my head.
Madeline would like to see a little Vogie
Can't
and
see.
Grandpa emoji. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With their sunglasses on or
Yes.
something. That'd be
Yeah.
a good one.
And then actually, little Vogie's getting his wisdom teeth out tomorrow. That might be a good
Oh.
picture.
Yeah, or a good video maybe for the channel. Get his reaction as he's coming off of the laughing gas.
And then Brick Virus and Scott and a couple other people have mentioned this, and I think Madeline did too. They want to know whose collection is going to be featured this Saturday. They're doing a special video for this Saturday. It's not going to be a collection.
Yeah, the collections will kind of come in.
I don't want to
with
give
regular
their
stuff.
video away, but it is pretty neat. They were excited about it,
Yeah.
and I'll just say I've got my lawn in my backyard is all burned up.
Interesting.
And scorch
Got
marks.
Little
And I
patchy.
was like-
your grass is looking a little patchy.
I was working
Right
out
before the summer.
I was working out in the shed, and Grant and Vogan were just there, and I was cleaning the shed, and I come out, and the grass is just all burned. I'm like, what is going on here? Where did that come from? And a couple hours
Check it
later, I discovered what it was. So anyhow, that video is coming out on Saturday, and it's really interesting showing off people's collections. So we know Mark's got a killer setup, which they'll go see
yeah.
again. Angie's got a good setup. You're going to have a killer setup if you haven't finished setting it up yet.
Getting there. I'm still
Yeah.
populating my shelves
'Cause-
that I got from IKEA just a couple weeks ago.
All
Or
right.
last week maybe.
And so Daniel's got a lot of store display stuff.
Almost
I
coming
mean,
soon.
he's got some cool stuff. Grant's got a killer collection. Vogan's got a good collection.
Can't wait to see all of it.
People have been asking, hey, I want to see Chris and Ed's collection. The funny thing about that is
Come into the store and see it.
there's
There it
a
is.
reason this store is here. My wife kicked my collection out of the house.
Yep.
Ed and I more or less got together and said, hey, let's rent a warehouse for our Lego collection, and we'll call it Atlanta Brick Co.
You have to make a commitment to not be committed to your hobby, but to your business. So now we don't own it, actually. It owns us, but that's a whole nother deal.
And that's the thing. If you've seen our video, you know what we're talking about. If you like Lego, don't open a Lego store.
Right. It's a bad idea because you're never going to want to sell all the stuff you get. We have problems as it is keeping our employees from buying everything that comes through the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Of course not. No, with Mark or Joe or Steven.
I've never bought anything
All the
before
cool-
it
we
gets
have
out
really
to
cool
the
stuff
front
comes
of
in.
the store.
We hired Daniel, and Daniel is, seeing this stuff. He's helping put it out, and he's just starting to put things on his desk. And it's like, wait, oh gosh, here we go again.
We should issue
Another one of these guys.
Starting to squirrel things away.
We should
Until I get
issue
some store credit.
Atlanta Brick Co. bibs. So when you guys start drooling,
Bibs.
it'll be able to catch it
There
on
you
the
go.
bib, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you won't be seeing Ed and I's collection. If you want to see Ed and I's collection, tune in to our live streams on Tuesdays and Fridays. I still have Lego, some bulk stuff up in the attic. I think it's some color sorted stuff, some castle parts. It just hasn't. We don't have room here in the store for it, but it's the store's Lego
The
now.
only thing I have now is I got the Han Solo keychain in carbonite, which I love. The best car keychain.
nice.
And the coins, the set of coins, the VIP coins,
Yeah.
and I love them. And maybe I have Mario at home and Luigi at home just because they're cool. You turn them on, they go, "Hello, I'm Mario." Kind of Italian thing, so I kept those. That's
Or they
it.
sit on the shelf,
They sit
turned
on-
off
yeah,
with
they sit
their
on the-
black solar
yes, with the
sides.
black
Yeah, I've got
eyes.
my
3D.
brother has started collecting, so I'm helping him with his collection on holidays, giving him gifts, and then I've got my collection is on my desk back there. I've got
Yep.
all my stuff. I mean, if I want something, I just take it and put it on my desk.
There you go.
So
Temporarily
anyhow,
own
you
it.
won't be seeing those videos, unfortunately, but we have plenty of employee collections to do. And there's a lot of big Lego fans in AFOLs here in Atlanta. We've got N in Birmingham, we've got Fazoom. We want to go raid his house. Maybe
A lot of the Peach
Lil
Lug
Vogie and
members.
Grandpa. Yeah, a lot of the Peach Lug members. So we want to go check out their collections too. So anyhow, let's see. I'm going to look, if you want to move on to the next piece of news here. I'm gonna
Yeah, let's
catch
get
up.
to some Star Wars. I'm sure people want to hear about that. We got some leaked sets that people were waiting with great anticipation. The Inquisitor Transport Scythe. Did y'all see the minifigs from those at all? We had the Grand Inquisitor and the Fifth Brother. Those were figs that had recently shot way up in value. And
Why
so
not?
we've now got
And the third
new versions
sister
of those. And the
is
third
there.
sister. There we go. We'll show off a picture of that real quick. So there's some of those figs that people were definitely waiting to see. How similar or different those would be from the previous versions.
So, Chris, does that mean that the Inquisitor, the first release, and the Fifth Brother, are the prices going to go down on that, you think?
I think they're going to go up because they're different. And
I
people
agree.
are going to want.
Yeah.
I
They're gonna want
love the new Inquisitor.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a helmet.
That's
And-
true.
And the old one does.
That's true. People are going to want that.
How's the lightsaber? Is it the same?
The lightsaber?
They're that new.
appears
It's
to
the
be
new.
the same?
I think it is the same.
The round one?
It could
Let
be
me
a different
let me see
color.
I think his armor is different, though. His chest plate?
Yeah, the
I don't
shoulder
remember.
pads
I sold
are
mine
different.
when it got up to about
It is-
100 times. So I
It
don't
is the
remember.
same lightsaber blade. And his helmet might be in there. They might have thrown it in there and just didn't include it in the picture.
Maybe so. Maybe not in that one.
What I really like is the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure is totally different than anything we've seen. I think that's a new hairpiece.
He's got that very kind of rugged look.
Do you guys think
Yeah.
that the new Ben Kenobi movie that Disney's putting out, the series,
The TV
will
show.
have the Inquisitor on there, you think? Could this be like a little teaser?
Yeah.
Yes,
from
that's
the
what
show.
this is. It's from,
from
the,
the
show.
See how I catch on? I catch on eventually.
And
Now,
that's okay. The ship itself looks a lot like Krennic shuttle and a couple other ships. I like the Obi-Wan Starfighter here.
this is the
awesome.
shuttle still. This is the Inquisitor shuttle. the Scythe. Inquisitor Scythe transport. And then the other one, yes, Obi-Wan's Starfighter, which may or may not be from Kenobi. That one I actually don't know. I mean, he does still have a little bit of that grizzled kind of look to him, but
I'm trying to think in the timeline.
so there's that one
Yeah.
with that also much anticipated Kaminoan minifig
Tanwi.
Tonway, yes, and so that's a
That's a
pretty
good one.
pretty
That's good.
expected way that they've done that kind of elongated neck. Maybe a little thicker in the neck than some people would have hoped for, but I'm sure that has to do with the strength of the piece and it not being
Yeah,
too
keep it
thin
from
and
breaking.
breakable.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they did the best that they could on that.
It looks killer to me.
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks
they
good.
killed it.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, Lego's very thorough about the way they design new pieces like that, so I'm sure they did the best that they could.
And what's really cool is the Obi-Wan Kenobi, again, is very, very different. He's got those brown robes and that are printed on him, but they also go down to his legs. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it just looks
Yeah,
really,
it looks
really
really
cool.
good.
Yeah,
The boots and
He's got
everything.
boots
I mean, it's
now.
great.
yeah.
And they haven't released a Hayden Christensen figure yet,
Haven't seen anything for that, no.
but I'm sure they will.
Yeah,
So these are probably just the first 2 sets coming out.
yep,
Yeah.
that's all we got so far.
Let's see. And then along the same line, they've showed pictures of the brickheads, the
Oh,
Kenobi and Darth Vader brickheads
Did have that one
are
as well.
coming out at Celebration.
Yes, the Star Wars Celebration exclusive brickheads. I saw one that was a comparison between this Darth Vader and the old Darth Vader, and I think kind of the eyes and the helmet, the sculpting of the helmet on this one is definitely a little better.
No
looking.
minifigure, huh? Just brickheads.
Just brickheads. Yep, just brickheads.
And
But it looks like there's some nice kind of inverted stud usage here in Obi-Wan's chest and some other interesting techniques. I've only ever had a handful of brickheads, and they have some very kind of intricate techniques going on in their torso areas, for sure.
Will Lamb and Brickvirus said, yeah, that is from Attack of the Clones, that show.
Okay, that one is,
So.
yeah. That was what I was thinking, but I didn't know if we were maybe going to see that come up again in the show.
Let's see. And then, so that comes out Friday, 2 days. I think they'll probably drop it
Yeah.
at midnight on Thursday.
Maybe.
And,
I know a lot of this stuff they're probably going to cover at LegoCon, too.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of to transition there, I think the Avatar sets are also supposed to be being revealed at LegoCon.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's not till June...
It's June 18th, and I know that because we talked about it last week. It's during Brickworld Chicago
Right.
Saturday.
Yes.
So
Like
that's
the
kind
peak
of
day.
very interesting to me. So we'll be slammed, hopefully, at the booth.
Yeah.
Talking to people and selling our merch. And we're just going to hear rumors about what everything is. And then we'll be able to look at it when the show closes
Yep.
at 5 o'clock. Brick Virus is asking, do you guys have an Instagram page? Yes, we do. It's at ATL Brick or something like that. But it's
Yeah, if you search Atlanta Brick,
We've got it.
It'll
Yep.
come
Yeah.
up, because that should be our name.
and then
ATL Brick Co.
Will keeps asking, are we going to have a Lord of the Rings whatnot? Probably.
Why
Probably.
not? Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Why not? Whatnot?
That sounds like an auction site for
Yeah.
somebody
There you
else's
go.
crap. Why not?
Start your own. Start your own auction.
Buy it. Why not? Just pick it up.
That would be
Buy now.
Ed's auction site. Why
Forget
not?
about it.
Forget about it.
Hey, here's
You want it? You got it right here.
we're at my house.
I'm walking you.
Hey, what do you guys want to see? You want me to auction off these socks? Why not?
Why not?
You want my tools? Not really. No.
All right, so Scott is going to be at Brickworld Chicago, and I did have that to talk about here. So if anybody's going to be at Brickworld Chicago, let us know you're going to be there, and Daniel will try to meet up with you and do
absolutely.
a video, or maybe Mark. I'm not sure. Mark's going to be there as an exhibitor, and he's going to be busy doing non-Atlanta Brick Co. stuff, but he might be doing videos for us as well. I'm not sure. So just let us know, and we'll see if we can.
And I'd like to be there, but there's no room in the car for me. And if I were to follow, they would never wait up for me.
Go buy more seats for the van, then, Ed. Just
Yeah,
go buy some more
they-
seats.
And that'd be a different car. And they never wait up for me because they've done it to me already.
You can take the truck. You can take the box truck. I
Well,
bet that gets good mileage.
so Scott, hopefully you'll get a table space for your mock. It seems like they always have openings at the last minute. Somebody decides not to show up, or they just, they have more table space than they anticipated for. So stay positive about that.
I don't want to compare.
I'm sure you'll
apples
get a
and oranges,
space.
but
What's your
I know
mock?
Brick Fair, Virginia was kind
What
of
mock's
the
he
same
doing?
way.
Is he going to tell us what mock he's doing?
Yeah, Scott, what is your mock?
Tell us.
Let us know what that is. Instagram. I follow your store on Instagram. I mean your Instagram. We pretty much have every social media page out there except Twitter. We don't do
Yeah.
tweets. So then the other thing about Brick World Chicago, we're just bringing T-shirts, our custom T-shirts, and our custom sets. And I don't. We're gonna bring something else, but I have no idea what else we're gonna bring yet. We better make up our minds soon because it's only a few weeks away.
Yeah.
So we're really selling all of our sets and minifigures on our website and in our store, and and everybody is selling sets and minifigures there.
Mm-hmm.
And be careful at these conventions, and that people selling minifigures, a lot of them don't have any standards. They'll sell you a chewed up Boba Fett for full price and don't check them. So
Or a lot of them were used to be keychains. And they'll pop the keychain thing off and they'll sell them and they'll ask the full price for those too. I've seen that.
And sometimes they'll sell fake figures at them as well.
Do they really? They get by?
Yep.
Huh. That's why we stopped
There's
going
a
to
lot
New
of
York
good
Comic
people
Con.
out there, but there are some.
And everybody
some sketchy
complains about them, people selling the fake figures and fake Lego, and then sometimes they're like sponsors and stuff, and they don't want to, it's just like, they don't want to.
Just be careful out there.
Yeah, just be careful, buyer beware.
Take a look at what you're buying. Take a close look at
Yeah.
what you're buying. Most parents don't care though, as long as it's cheap enough for them and they just buy for the kids.
Right. Yeah.
You can find some rare, neat stuff at conventions, but
Yeah.
typically the prices are much higher than you're going to be able to find online or at a storefront like ours. So
I had some pretty good luck at the yard sale in Fair Virginia last year. There were some good prices there.
and they are going to have a yard sale in Chicago.
Okay.
Just the public can't go to them.
Right. Right. The public can only do the booths.
Yeah, the yard sales are cool. Yeah, I think we should do a whatnot auction from Brick World Chicago. We'll just have
People
to
have done
bring
whatnots
some
before.
stuff, just to be live there.
That would be
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have done that at conventions before.
I might bid on some things.
Hey, see you later,
you
Grumpy
go.
Jay.
You can
Sorry
pretend you were
we
at
haven't
Brick
gotten through the news yet. We just keep talking about stuff. So let's get back to some news here. Scott is replying back. Let's see, it's 2x4. Oh, cool. It's the Fast and Furious house and garage.
Nice.
Minifigure scale. Very neat.
Nice.
Let's see. We've got Obi-Wan Starfighter, the Vader Brickhead. Starry Night is available now to VIPs.
Yep.
And then the Ferrari Daytona SP3
Yeah.
is. I'm not a huge model car guy.
The next Technic supercar.
I like driving them, and that's pretty much it. But they all look the same to me.
Well, this one's red. The other ones we've had orange, blue, lime green. Now we've
They're
got
all
red.
awesome. They're all awesome.
They are awesome.
I
They are
can't wait for the
humongous,
Ferrari.
too. I mean, I had never, held one in person before working here,
And if
and
you
they
like
are
watching-
very dense and very large.
Yeah, they're well built. And if you like watching movies, watch Ford versus Ferrari. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Christian Bale is in that, right?
Yes.
And have you guys seen the new Thor trailer?
No.
Love and Thunder. It's got Christian Bale as the bad guy,
Good.
and I'm not super familiar with his character, but he's a god killer, and it's like Gagu or something like that. And he looks awesome, and the whole movie looks very comic booky. It looks like they've introduced
Interesting.
possibly Zeus and possibly Hercules.
Okay.
And it just looks awesome, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely killer.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I've Gore the God Butcher. Thanks, Duderbricks.
Oh, there it is.
The God Butcher. Wow.
So I had heard a rumor about Christian Bale being Galactus. So I'm actually kind of really disappointed that he's not going to be Galactus.
Yeah.
But I've also heard
That'd be good to
rumors
see if
that
they do that.
instead of Stan Lee appearing in Marvel movies making cameos, that it's going to be Deadpool, possibly
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Making cameos in Marvel movies,
Well,
which
that'd
would
be
be totally awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Lego put out another
Where's
action figure.
Waldo?
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's Gore the God Butcher. Thank you, Big Screen Bird.
Yeah, he better be cool to live up to a name like that.
Gotta live up to that name.
The God Butcher.
Yeah.
Butcher.
Yeah. And then Padme is in it, and she looks awesome. So
Not God Cutter,
yeah.
God Slicer, God Annoyer, God Butcher.
God, meat packer.
Meat Packer.
So that's I don't know. I'm not sure when that comes out, but it must be pretty soon because the Lego set's been out for
Yeah,
a few
the
weeks
goat,
now.
yeah.
All right, then we've got the Baby Groot box art is out, and that is going to be a hot seller. I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah.
just looks
The
awesome.
latest line of cute characters
I'll be able to get that
after
for my
Baby Yoda and BB-8
non-Lego
and those
significant other, and she'll still like it.
There you go. Did you see the nameplate for that one when the set images had leaked? How on like UCS sets they always have like descriptions about the things. It's got like height, weight, and all that stuff, but all of the things just say "I am Groot." So all the little descriptors on the plaque
yeah.
just say "I am Groot."
That's cool. Yeah. Vin Diesel gets his own model, Lego model.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see.
Here's one I'm excited about. The Speed Champions Aston Martin. We haven't seen a picture of it yet, but there is confirmed from what I believe to be a reliable source, a Daniel Craig James Bond minifigure.
I was going to say.
Do you have a
that's
picture of it?
nice.
I do, yes. So
I'm a massive James Bond fan. I will get this.
If this turns out to be true, this is awesome because this is something that I think a lot of people wish they had leaned into more with the creator Aston Martin, but they don't usually do minifigs with those creator cars. So if anyone was ever looking to get their hands on a James Bond minifigure, this is going to be the way to do it. He's got his iconic black tuxedo
Can I see
there
that?
and his dark tan hair.
Yeah.
Good
Looks
representation of Daniel Craig. I mean, they
Yeah.
got the face just right.
He's always been easy to make a mock of, to make a custom minifigure of, because it's just a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Too bad it's not Sean Connery.
Yeah,
I would've
maybe
liked Sean
someday.
Connery.
Maybe someday.
I grew up-
At
I grew
this
up watching
point,
Sean
once
Connery.
they've decided that, because they're pretty thorough about this these days. Once they've decided that a minifigure is, acceptable with their standards or whatever, they may lean into it more. Who
Well,
knows?
and that's the thing is, like, they made the Deadpool set, which Scott Robinson is mentioning he got from us, and will probably go up now that if Deadpool's making more cameos. But
Yeah.
James Bond is not kid appropriate. There's nothing kid appropriate
Yeah.
about him.
It's
And
violent. It's
the same
sexual,
thing
it's-
with the movie version of Deadpool.
yeah.
The cartoon version was okay, which is why they put him in a set. But then the movie came out, and I'm sure Lego was like, "Oops."
Yeah.
And but now that they've made this, I mean, they might even make more Deadpool minifigures.
Yeah.
But
We'll
as
see.
we've seen, it could make the Deadpool, the old one, go up again.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of flattened out in price.
Yeah, he's flattened.
Yeah.
Done a little dip, and he stayed where he's at.
Yeah, I remember I used to buy the Deadpool. I was doing conventions, Brick Fair, Brick World, and we were also doing Comic Cons, and everybody was asking for Deadpool minifigures. So I was like, all right, well, let me go on Bricklink and order them. So I bought like 40 or 50 of them for $4 each, because that's how much you could get them for, because it was only a
Wow.
$20 or $30 set.
It was a $20 set, and this
Yeah.
was back when it first came out.
So the price of a figure in a $20 set, at the time was like $4.
Yeah.
And so I was at these Comic Cons, I would double my money. So I was selling them for like $8. And then his price went up to $13. And I was like, wow, that is a lot of money at the time for a minifigure. It was a lot of money. And so I remember right at the end of Brick Fair, Alabama one year, this father comes up and he's like, yeah, my son bought this minifigure from you and he spent money he shouldn't have spent. I want to return him. And it was a Deadpool. And I was like, all right, well, that's not really my problem. You need to get a better handle on your kids. I mean, this is money that I'm giving back to you. I really don't have to give you a return. But I did it. I always do. And so I gave him his money back, and I took the figure back. And then, like a month later, he shot up to $20, and then $30,
Yeah, he had
and
one
then
more to
$40,
sell
and then
at that price.
$50.
That was right around the time we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. No, we have not. People are asking if we've had the new Thor sets come in the store yet. We have not had any come in the store yet, but we did have a Thor's hammer come in, and it's disassembled in the back.
I think we had a
Needs to be
goat
put
boat
together.
that came in too that was already
Really?
built and disassembled and put back in the box.
It probably sold before I even saw it.
Might still be back there. I can look. There were somebody had brought in a bunch of sets that had been opened and built already that were very new, like that one and some Lightyear sets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. People do that. They'll buy new, they'll build it, and then they'll say, okay, I want something else. They'll bring it in, they'll trade it, and they'll get something else.
Yeah.
Something that they've always wanted that they never had a chance to get, but they can get here, like all the
Just
classic
a real
sets. Yeah.
Brick Virus mentioned that there's a rumored Michael Keaton Batmobile for the new Flash movie. That's cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And I heard this rumor too. Is you know how Spider-Man brought back all the other Spider-Man from the other universes, and
Wow, spoiler alert.
it was brilliant. It was just a brilliant. Well, if you haven't seen it now, you're not a big enough fan to care. All
Okay,
right.
exactly.
I watched
So-
it for the first time maybe 2 weeks ago, so that was in preparation
What?
for
Better late
Multiverse
than
of
never.
Madness, so-
Jeez. All right.
No,
So.
I know. I'm so behind in Marvel movies.
Anyhow, so, that was such a brilliant tie-in because I always hated, growing up, they had the Amazing Spider-Man, I think the Fantastic Spider-Man, or Fantastic Tales or something, and then, there was like 3 different Spider-Man, they all had different origins and different storylines, and then they did it in the movies, and they kept coming out with the origin story, and it was always different, and his love interest was Gwen or was it Mary Jane?
Yeah.
And now that they did this in the last movie, it's like, oh, it's brilliant. It all
Yeah.
makes sense to me after all these years,
And they had the foundation for it with starting to move into that kind of multiverse.
But
theory stuff.
apparently, and this is just what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but DC had planned on doing it first.
Interesting. I was going to say that's something I would be interested to see DC's take on with maybe
'Cause-
bringing back a bunch of old Batmans.
They've got Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth 4.
That's true. Yeah,
And,
working in that way.
And they had already
You get Christian
storyboarded
Bale, you
it
get
out
Michael Keaton.
when Marvel came in and beat them to the punch.
Interesting.
Why not do it?
Still do it. I
Still
mean,
do it.
people will call you a copycat, but
DC was the first to come out with superheroes. They did the Superman, and it wasn't DC. It was Action Comics.
Action
Then-
comics.
and
yeah.
later
then it
became
was
DC.
Detective Comics.
You're right.
That's when you used to go to the comic book stand and buy them for 5
For-
cents each.
for a nickel.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Back
Yeah.
in my day.
Back in the day. I remember
What it must have been to live during the war period.
the Depression era and the warfare. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Captain America first
Civil
came out.
War. The Civil War. World War
Civil
One.
War.
Gas rationing and stuff. Gosh, what a life, Ed.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So that's all things Marvel. And then Stranger Things comes out this Friday, and it's like, this is a Lego news thing we talk about. That is totally Lego news.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Stranger
could be.
Things is
We got Stranger Things Lego set.
right, and they filmed that right around here. Mark was at before he was on Lego Masters. He was across the street at Publix, right across the street from the store, and he was checking out, buying his lunch over there, and Millie Bobby Brown was checking out right behind him or in front of him, and
She's buying a box of egg waffles.
she was with 2 friends.
waffles?
No, probably not. She was with 2 friends. They were
No,
buying
she's probably
their
got a
lunch,
lifetime supply of those already.
and Mark said he froze, and the only thing he could say was hi.
I'd have been like, hey, you got to come over to Lego store. You got to see, we got your minifigure.
Yeah.
We
right, you gotta
had
see yourself.
at the time we had
I wonder how many celebrities that
Stargate
have been
Mall.
made into minifigs collect the minifigs of themselves.
Either that or they've been
Like
given
Chris
the minifig.
Pratt or somebody. I mean, that would be a huge honor to know that a minifig was made of you or a character.
We've had quite a few celebrities in the store coming in.
All right, let's see. Any more Lego things? Lego news here. They did make a No Way Home workshop set. It's a decent build, but not in closest good. No actual Way Home set. It's okay.
Oh, the Doctor Strange's workshop.
Yeah. Yeah. And I heard that the Doctor Strange movie was good.
I liked it.
I haven't seen it. Don't say any
I'm
spoilers. It's
spoiling
still
it
too
right
early.
now.
Cut-
Still too
You better
early.
cut. I'm going to spoil it.
I was supposed to go see it with a group of other people, but it was the night we were doing our escape room with the background.
I'm going to, you might want to watch Scarlet Witch on Disney. What's it called?
Yeah, I watched
WandaVision.
WandaVision, and I watched Spider-Man.
And
I was trying to figure out what else I needed to
you'll be
watch to
fine.
set it up.
You
And I've
watch-
seen the original Doctor Strange.
You'll understand more of what's going on. You'll still enjoy it. It's still great, but you'll understand more of what's going on if you watch the WandaVision.
And some people were saying to watch What If too. I at least watched the Doctor Strange episode
Yeah.
of What If,
Mm-hmm.
but I've not seen the rest of them.
It's okay. You don't need to. You don't need to watch it.
Yeah, I know. I need to go actually see the new movie now.
Watch it on the big screen.
Yeah,
It's
worth it.
With they have that reclining seat.
There you
You
go.
just sit there and chill. Just don't bring kids with you.
I don't have any kids to bring in.
Good. Don't bring any kids.
Corey Philbrook is asking, Chris and Ed, what's your most unpopular Lego opinion? I don't think Ed should share his. I don't know what it is, but it can't be good if it's unpopular.
Yeah, you won't like it if it's unpopular.
My most unpopular Lego opinion.
Gungans.
I don't have unpopular Lego opinions because here's my opinion on Lego is that they are smarter than me and they know what they're doing.
I
mean,
I agree with that 100%.
Their success. They're the number one toy company in the world, and they have a very specific building block niche. They've got other toy companies like Hasbro now piggybacking off of them with the Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
That's like they're on top of the world.
I'm going to
I can
rant
see
for a
kids.
second on this.
Yeah, I like
I'm
to
going to
too.
rant. There are a lot of people on YouTube who talk a big game and they say, Lego doesn't know what they're doing. They make terrible decisions. They don't care about anything. If you don't think an international multi-billion-dollar company carefully thinks everything through in meetings and discusses everything and does cost-benefit analysis, you're insane. You're living in a very tiny bubble that's focused on what you want and not the big picture.
Yeah, I could see it now. Hey guys, how about another Naboo Starfighter? Yes, let's do
Yeah.
it. Another Naboo Starfighter.
Feel free to call me out if you disagree, but I think some people have a very small perspective on what they do over there in
look,
Billund.
A land speeder with Luke and Ben in
Yeah.
it. Wow, never
You
saw
think
that.
they just-
before.
you think they just throw out ideas and roll with it? It's
they-
not how,
like,
that's
I
not
don't-
how business works.
I personally don't understand why they just don't give us more Castle, more Pirates. I mean,
yeah.
all the classic stuff. It's not like it's IP or anything, or a licensed product.
There are things we can
but
wonder, but I
I
have to assume they
there's
have
a
reasons.
good reason.
Yeah,
for it.
we don't know the internal
Yeah.
dynamics of what's going on, but you
And
know,
I don't like it when they get involved with world politics. I just think they should leave it out. They have no place in it.
Right.
But there's nothing.
just make the bricks.
Almost
on its
everybody-
plate.
I come for myself with they must have a good reason for it.
Everything seems to be political these days. So
What-
it's
however,
hard,
though,
hard
like,
for them to stay out of it.
Through the years, what was frustrating was the Cantina set. They'd make a Cantina set every so many years, and it's always the same people in it. And finally, they came up with a UCS Cantina set with all the cool characters. I'm like, what happened, Lego? You guys woke up. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I don't know why they didn't add other different characters in there. Like you guys said, I'm sure there's a reason because we're not the ones in
Yeah.
there. We're not ones doing it. Right. However, that being said, as movies go, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in the pitch room for Sharknado. I would just love to see what went on and how they got that thing made. But I'm just curious.
We during the pandemic quarantine, we watched all the Sharknadoes as a family, and we loved it. I mean, I made a custom Sharknado set here.
Yeah, we got that. Yep.
And we almost
Bricknado.
we were this close. He was at DragonCon. Ian Ziering was at DragonCon the same time as us, and he sent his publicist up to our booth and bought the Sharknado set for him. And I was like, man, just
get it
get him,
signed?
come up yourself
Yeah.
and get this thing,
Yeah.
man.
I'd be
Come
like,
on.
no. Bring them over here. We need an
I
autograph.
bought like 3 or 4 of them. I think they're the only ones that bought them.
I mean, of all the ideas, and they made it. They did it.
It worked. Yeah. I don't know how that came up, but there is the Lego tie-in with our Sharknado set.
Yep.
We still have a couple of them. I think our set name is Oh Snap, and if you've watched the Sharknado movies, you understand that. Okay, yeah, Brick Virus said, if Lego were really smart, they wouldn't have given up on SpongeBob in 2012. That might not have been Lego's decision to make, though. The license,
IP stuff,
their
yeah.
license agreements are for a specific time period, 2 years, I think it was. And after that 2-year period, Lego legally had to get rid of SpongeBob sets. They weren't allowed to sell those sets.
They pulled
After
them from shelves.
I actually heard stories of Lego employees taking them off of shelves and putting them on a truck that was supposed to go and be destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Whatever happened to them, I don't know.
Poor
I do
Mrs.
know.
Puff.
I have had stories of. I've had people tell me that the people who destroy Lego sets actually stopped destroying them in certain areas of the country because they're recyclers, plastic recyclers. And I used to be in this business, kind of, sort of. And I've gone to some of these facilities, and it's really neat to get a tour of these facilities. But what they do with the plastic is they've got these grinders that just chop up the plastic. And apparently the Lego was so high quality of plastic that it was destroying their grinding machines.
Makes them dull.
So they stopped destroying them, and they started selling them. And
Call us. We'll buy 'em.
yeah,
Call us.
But then
That's how you find a whole pallet full of SpongeBob, sealed SpongeBob sets from 2012.
But then they got caught and
Yeah.
had to stop doing that. But it was pretty interesting stuff. This was quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
See the stuff you learned watching the show? I mean, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's awesome.
Will Lamb
that
wants to know,
Nickelodeon
what's our
one's
favorite Lego YouTube channel that is not your channel? I honestly watch YouTube.
Beyond the Break?
Well, you can answer. You can answer your own.
I guess I see the most Beyond the Brick stuff because they put it on Facebook as well, and that's kind of all I look at because I'm old. But that's Beyond the Brick would be my favorite, I guess.
I watch a lot of Bricksar lately. He's just got a very kind of casual style, and he does a lot with
He
the
does.
He does a lot with the vintage stuff, which I love. So I love seeing his stuff.
Speaking of another Atlanta
Yep.
Lego A-Full fan that we can actually go tour his collection. Keep an eye out for that. We haven't talked to him about it yet, so I don't know if we
haven't
have,
talked to any of these people. We're
I don't know if we have
throwing him in the
permission.
spot without even saying
But
anything.
you know, we should be able to go tour his collection. He's a friend of our stores.
We can find out when he's not home, get in his
Yeah.
house, take videos,
Get a key under
leave.
the doormat.
Ninja style.
Uh-huh.
He won't know. Wait, he watches, doesn't he? He watches the
What?
show.
Oh, watches this show? I have no
Maybe.
idea.
We'll
I
see.
don't know, he might.
Guess we'll find out.
Let
We'll
us
get a
know
phone
if he's
call.
in the comments.
We'll get a phone call soon.
Is that the phone ringing?
That is all the news that I have
My
on
list
Lego.
was clear.
We have our case sale going on. It's called the Great Summer Case and Shelf Sale. It's 20% off all built sets in these specific cases. I just posted pictures last night on Facebook of the
In
cases.
Instagram?
Yeah,
think,
and Instagram. Of the cases that are on sale. If you see something you like, call the store. Joe ships them out every single day. If you bought something from us on Whatnot last night, we have no idea what we're doing on there,
Yeah.
but we've been selling online for 15, 20. Wait,
Combined, I'd say.
I've been selling since the 90s. I
Yeah.
started on Yahoo Auctions, and then
I've been selling since the 90s, not exactly
and then
Lego,
went to
but I've been
eBay when
selling.
it got popular.
Right.
But, so yeah,
We both
over
have
20
about
years.
20 years
each.
more.
So yeah, I'm sure it's just like all the other things. We're planning on just shipping them out today. So, and then give us ideas for those emojis. We have 2 left that we can do after we do Ed's face. I think Grant and Vogan are a good idea. And let's see, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about: the case sale. Whatnot auctions. What do you want to see for a Whatnot auction? I know Will Lamb said Lord of the Rings. That's going to be a tough one, but we'll have one eventually.
Some of the other ones I remember, I think, were Ninjago and Bionicle. A lot of people
Yeah.
requesting those.
Ninjago, Bionicle. We'll do all those. I think we DC and
Yeah.
Technic are probably going to be
Technic, yeah.
the next ones, just because we have stuff ready for those. And with Technic, it seems like everybody wants minifigures. So we might need to. We'll probably integrate some minifigures into those.
Yep.
So.
Anybody want a
Pick
Friends
another
one?
theme.
We got plenty of good Friends stuff.
Angie would come, and Randy.
Angie could do that one.
Randy was in the one last night.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna wait until you were done with your friend's mock.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Your basement, your garage is all.
Man, don't
aren't
dog
you- isn't your
friends.
garage?
Friends is a good. When Chris and I first got together, he would start dogging my friend's stuff. I'm like, man, that stuff is cool. It is good, and girls build too.
One of the cool things
He was
I've
on
seen
the
from Friends is
superheroes
the
and Star Wars.
escalator, the working escalator in the shopping mall.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I mean, Friends has got some good stuff.
And what a lot of people are saying is on our chat is that we should do like Toy Story, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lord of the Rings.
We have to have that inventory, though. We have
And-
very little inventory of that.
So
We do a
Those-
combination
we could
of it.
maybe, yeah,
well,
mix
we
those
actually
together.
have a lot of inventory of it, but Lego never made a lot of it.
Right.
You know, so it would be like the same sets over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So what we might do is the way we have it set up in our store is a smaller licensed theme night.
Yeah.
Where we've got
Yeah,
all the
that'd be a good way to
Nickelodeon
do it.
shows or something. SpongeBob. We have a ton of SpongeBob sets in our graveyard. They're easy to identify. The Pineapple House or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. Harry Potter would be a good one too. I would
Yeah.
love
Harry
to
Potter
take.
would be great.
We've got all
Yes.
these new clock towers and Hogwarts. I'd love to just take them all, throw them in a bin, and sell them. Somebody
Totally.
could have a ball with those.
Yeah.
Totally.
Make your own mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So keep an eye on Whatnot. We had a lot of fun with that last night, and we are definitely gonna do more with that. The next
The next
auction
one is Tuesday.
is Tuesday at 6:15 p.m. Eastern time. Ed, you could do that if you want, but I'll plan on doing it otherwise. And then what's today? Wednesday. Tomorrow we've got The Joy of Building with Steven. Steven is sick right now, so I don't know if he's going to be doing it. So we might have a guest builder on Thursday night. Maybe it'll be Ed. It'll be Ed could pick out a small
We'll just
friend
have to
set.
lower the piece count a little
A
bit.
small
We'll have
friends.
to lower the piece count a lot. Yeah, like a $5 set or something. Maybe he could build some minifigures.
Do y'all see the abuse I get?
This is what happens when you come in on a
Happens every
weekday.
day. I'm seeing a therapist for this, you know.
Yeah, so Robert Maynard suggested for the next Whatnot auction, have Technic and then minifigures and just rotate them out.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what we'll probably
Definitely
do.
mix things
Yeah, I
together.
think after
Star
seeing,
Wars, we had enough to do a whole show, but other things would probably.
I think after seeing what went well last night is we'll do like we have got some awesome Technic sets like the Porsche 911, but it's missing like 5 important pieces or something. So we'll sell stuff like that, and then we'll have probably groups of minifigures for sale rather than individuals. Just put some groups out there because anybody could do individual minifigures. Not
There's a lot of
anybody
that
can
already.
put 100 battle droids in front of you and say, "Hey, let's sell these
100
things."
A lot of
you know?
100 battle droids.
So-
Sure, go to town.
Yeah, or maybe
Build your army fast.
parts or something.
Yeah.
Stuff that you could only get here at Atlanta Brick Co.
That's our goal, is to definitely be unique and not do.
Scott
whatever else is
Robertson
doing.
said mystery box. Those sell really well at Comic Cons. Every time you go to a Comic Con,
Yeah.
there's every other booth has these mystery boxes, and everybody's walking around with these mystery boxes.
Yeah.
And every mystery box I've ever gotten has been the worst. They have been terrible.
I like to know what I'm getting. If I'm going to spend money on something, I like to know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Lamb is one of our customers, and he frequents our channel, and he was in our store, and he's just a great Southern personality. Will, we like you a lot. He just said, "Bless your heart, Ed."
Thanks, Will. Appreciate the sympathy, and I know what the Southern
I'm so sorry.
saying means.
And if you're from the South, you know,
know what that means.
You know what Will's
My
saying there.
condolences.
Lots of miscellaneous night parts and incomplete pirates. Yeah, all that stuff's good. Yeah, we're gonna definitely do 2 auctions a week starting soon, but probably not next week. Next week we'll probably just do Tuesday. So anyhow, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow night, hopefully on the Joy Building.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to the morning break.
See ya. Ed, don't say anything bad until I can turn the live stream off.
Wait for it.
Wait for
Wait
it.
for it. Hold it in.
Here it comes.